have seen people die for this change. I've taken a lot of tear gas in these streets for all these 48 years. I want the people to understand one thing. Those who fell during the struggle for independence, they were commoners, not the sons and the daughters of the big men. They are commoners who died to bring us where we are. But what hurts me more, sometimes I cry, is that that commoner is worse off today than before independence. It's that commoner for the so-called elite who subsidize their education with the hope that they'll help them to come from the mud they are in. Yet those intellectuals are the ones who are looting this country. They are the ones who are pushing that woman and that man who subsidized his or her university education further into the mud. What's the medicine? The medicine, when we start the new republic, make sure whoever gives you money to vote for him, take the money because he's the one who have impoverished you. But don't give that money to your children. It's a cursed money. Go and pay debts or eat it yourself. Because if you take that money and give to your children, none of your children will be a leader. There is a move now where there are people who are supposed only to vote, never to be voted for. And you vote for the children of the rich and the children of the famous. Your own child will never be a leader of this country. But those who fell during the struggle for independence were commoners. I would like to have a commoner ruling this country. And he will not rule this country because he will not have money to give to people to get elected. Therefore, the medicine is that you, the parents, take the money. Don't vote for the man who gave you the money, but vote for a person who has not given you the money. A commoner like you who will go to parliament to pull you out of this mud. But if you continue eating this money from this big man, you are done. I hope, I even hear now, I was in the streets as I was coming here, some people told me, oh, look, Martin, are we really going to have a change? Because we already hear the children of the rich are planning to be governors, where the money will be, and they have already earmarked where to go, some to parliament, some to the regional assembly, or rather counties, to eat the money. Then I told them, the best way, you are the only person who can bring change in this country is a commoner. And the commoner hear me loud and clear. I've fought for all these years. Now I'm 58 years in politics for the commoner. And I want you to hear this. Don't change yourself by not, I know you have been impoverished and the poverty came in this country. It's no secret, and they should also hear me now. The rain started beating us way back in 1992. When the then government printed the Jirongo shilling, the 500 note. And if you read on the Google, you'll find that that year, 1992, having printed this 500 shillings note, the value of the dollar rose from 33 to 66, and it has never gone back. This has brought us this unemployment. Cost of living has gone up. People today, even men, have lost their dignity. You see a man asking another man for 5 bob or 20 shillings. A wife is begging, he is begging, the child is begging. It's a sick society. A society lack of morality, society lack of justice, society full of thieves, and society of liars. This is a sick nation. But when we get in the next, what we call republic. This must change. And if it doesn't change, there will be a change that will change us, and very violently.
Why should we keep on complaining all the time? Even that PS at the State Department for University Education, has she earned 65% of her salary? The people from Treasury, have they earned 65% of their salary? Why must we keep on quarreling all the time? Well, people are paid and they don't know what to do. But when they meet the president, they are saying the new funding model is working quite well. The other day, if I can remember, when the president was being interviewed, the president said that he has injected additional 40 billion. If he injected that additional 40 billion, why are we not feeling the impact as members of the university community? Where has the 40 billion gone to? If it is true that 40 billion was injected in higher education sector, we have not felt the impact. Why do we have delayed salary every year? Or somebody has mismanaged the 40 billion. Another thing, what we are asking, you have reduced capitation for continuing students, and you have failed to release money from the new funding model. Where do you expect universities to get the money to bridge the gap? Jokers. Or can we assume that they have been given money and they have been mismanaged? 40 billion is not a joke. But all in all, no learning in September. All in all, know it. There will be no learning as from September.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever.
They say, be the embodiment of what you are preaching. Actually, Abdullahi, today, if I want to see my governor, I will not go to Isiolo. If I want to see my MCA, I don't have to go to Isiolo. They are all in Kilimani. They are all in Karen. You know, there is nothing as painful as knowing very well the money that you are using is the money that you've looted from the poor people of northern Kenya. This notion people are saying warriors are rich, Kushites are rich, is far-fetched. He who is rich is he who can afford three basic things. Three basic needs of life: food, water, shelter. Northern Kenya, despite water being devolved, we still are among the counties that have really higher cases of not accessing clean and safe water. We have poor housing. The true Somali businessman in Garissa, Wajir, Mandera today cannot access good roads. The true Borana man from Marsabit and Isiolo, a true Orma person today living in Tana River, they don't even know what it means to have good clothing. So, because of the developed tribalism mentality, if I see Abdullahi, who happens to be the governor today, and he has built a very huge skyscraper, we'll be like, that skyscraper belongs to our clan member. Oh, that V8, that is a Borana. He is one of us.
You champion
yes.
Your clan.
Oh, that big office belongs to our Somali man, Mtuetu. If there are people who are corrupt in this country, because I don't know about other people, if there are people who are corrupt in this country and we are hiding behind religion, it is the leaders of northern Kenya. Because how can you go to Hajj while you know the money that you've looted is from the poor people? How purportedly can you build big houses for yourself overnight? Let's say, for example, Abdullahi, a maximum an MCA earns a month is 380,000. That MCA a year cannot go by. He is buying a 25 million mansion in Kilimani. If we are going to do today a lifestyle audit, I'm sure that money that they took, they passed supplementary budgets, they duplicated their budget documents.
Let me interrupt you.
Okay.
When all of these are happening, where are their oversight authorities like
No.
the ACC and the audit system?
Now, the sad thing is, for the people of northern Kenya, we don't like accountability. We don't like holding our leaders responsible.
But these organizations are
Yes.
responsible.
The moment I will stand and speak up against these people, the next morning, elders will be summoned to my parents. They'll be like, Kijana ya so and so.
Are they registered in the Kenyan law? The elders.
This is purely illegal. But they will come and tell you, Abdullahi should not speak about this because the person is speaking about is Mtuetu. Galma should not speak about corruption in County X because that county, we built it using our clan votes.
I was told one day there's 5.9 billion.
Yes.
There's 5.9 billion 999, less one bob to reach 6 billion got into the youth fund account. It was for women and youth. You remember what Uhuru and Ruto promised?
31 bob to hit 6 billion.
6 billion.
Yes.
9 billion 999 shillings. And then I was told, let's go and fix that money in a bank account. I said, I can't. It's for the youth, I can't fix.
Fixing in a bank
means
account?
that the bank will earn some interest. The money will earn some interest.
Yes.
So I said, no,
and then you eat the interest.
Yes, I said I can't. I'm sorry.
And Kenyan banks can afford to give interest on that money.
On fix, of course. The banks want money. If you have money, you can give bank to give you interest. I told you that before.
Oh, so you go. Could this explain delays in salaries?
Of course, it does.
People take the money,
Yes.
they eat the interest.
Yes. Even for 1 week, I mean, it's enough. It's
so when it comes to an audit,
if you have 6 billion and you put fix and let's say at 10%.
Yes. 6 billion.
Yes.
At
how much
10%.
would that be? Yeah.
That's like 600 million. So whenever an audit is done, you'll never get that the money was stolen.
No, it was not stolen. How was the money stolen? So when I refused, I say, no, how can we do like you are naive? Eh? Like, no, I can't do that. Me, I can't. So you either transfer it somewhere and then you do it because I don't have a problem. But you get away, transfer, do it. Yes, so then you come as a naive, but now nobody wants to kill you for being naive. No. But they will want to kill you for denying them. But they remove you. So they remove me, of course.
I've taken my good time. I've watched this video from Martin's Coco to all these people have spoken. And there's something I'm learning that the new revolution list, the Gen Z movement, before we take an action, before we say Ruto must go, before we say anything, before we demonstrate and carry on the protest, I think there's one thing we must do, and that is to sit down and understand how these systems are working. If we are not able to understand the systems, then it is very hard to take these corrupt leaders out of the government. Actually, the leaders don't care about you. They don't care about the citizens. Even the education they're feeding you, they don't care about it because they know this education, at the end of the day, it is going to lead you to employment which it is not there. Which means even if you are learned, therefore you have no advantage. It is actually making the young people lose hope when they are young. And that's why there is immorality in the society. That's why there is theft in the society. Some people can be paid to kill you. Yeah. They don't want to create an avenue where people can grow. No, because they fear young people growing and realizing the truth. So they will do anything possible to make sure you are always ignorant, even if you are educated. So, on my opinion, I will take this chance to tell you this. Before we talk about change, then we need to understand the design of change that we need for this nation. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll love to see you in the next video.